A modest house stands silently on a tranquil street, its windows reflecting the mundane peace of suburbia. Mila, a girl of 12, observes children playing with a longing gaze from behind the glass. Her face is a canvas of wistful dreams, a quiet resignation painting her youthful features. The vibrant laughter of the playing kids contrasts with the solemn stillness of Mila's world. Sunlight streams through the window, illuminating the invisible barrier between her and carefree joy. A silent wish hangs in the air, a poignant echo of childhood dreams deferred. Sunlight floods the kitchen, illuminating dust motes as Mila sits quietly at the table, her movements small and precise. Her foster mother is absorbed by her phone, oblivious to Mila's presence. The foster father hides behind a newspaper, the rustling pages, the loudest sound in the room. Mila eats her cereal with weary eyes, each spoonful a silent act of survival, a stark contrast. Warmth from the sun, coldness from the foster parents. Sunlight floods the classroom, illuminating rows of students lost in thought or focused on the teacher. Mila sits in the second row, her gaze intently fixed on the teacher, a well of knowledge held within. The teacher poses a question, hanging in the air like a challenge. Mila's hand trembles above her desk, a silent battle between confidence and hesitation raging within. Her eyes flicker nervously around the room, gauging her classmates' readiness. A moment of decision hangs heavy as she weighs whether to speak or remain silent. Mila walks along the shadowy edge of the woods, where secrets whisper among the trees. A narrow opening appears, a forgotten path veiled in mystery, unseen by the world. The woods stand silent, guarding the secrets hidden behind the foster home. Sunlight filters weakly, casting long shadows that dance like secrets untold. Mila's solitary figure moves toward the trees, drawn by an unknown force. Evening descends, painting the sky behind the foster home in pale, muted hues. Mila's keen eyes notice a subtle shift in the familiar tree line, a break in the trees, an invitation where none existed before. Intrigue flickers across her face as she zeroes in on the anomaly. A hidden path beckoning her into the unknown depths of the woods. The silent forest holds its breath, awaiting Mila's next move. Mila hesitates at the edge of the path, her posture reflecting uncertainty and doubt. A moment of stillness as she contemplates her next move, her internal conflict evident. A defiant glint ignites in her eyes, signaling a shift from hesitation to resolve. Her gaze hardens, a subtle nod suggesting an inner decision has been made. Mila takes a step forward, her movement now deliberate and purposeful. "What if I don't need permission?" she whispers, her voice carrying a newfound conviction. Mila hesitates at the path's edge, a breath held, a world of uncertainty in her eyes. With a tentative step, she commits, her footfalls soft against the unseen threshold. Silence hangs heavy, the air still, as if the world itself is holding its breath. Another step follows, each movement measured, a delicate dance with destiny. The path awaits, an invitation and a challenge intertwined in its silent promise. Each step forward, a gamble on the unknown, a testament to her courage. Mila ventures onto the winding path, the woods embracing her with shadows and whispers. Sunlight filters through the canopy, dappling the forest floor as Mila walks deeper. The path curves, beckoning Mila into the unknown heart of the ancient woods. Each step crunches on fallen leaves, a solitary rhythm in the tranquil forest. towering trees stand as silent guardians, watching Mila's journey unfold. A sense of mystery envelops Mila as she continues her solitary walk. A winding path through the dense woods leads to a secluded house, sunlight dappling through the canopy above. The house nestles among the trees, an unassuming presence in the vast wilderness. Overgrown vines climb its weathered walls, hinting at years of undisturbed solitude. The small house seems an integral part of the ancient forest, as if it has always been there. Silence hangs heavy in the air, broken only by the rustling of leaves and distant birdsong. Mila halts before the ominous house, its shadowed windows like vacant eyes staring back at her. Hesitation flickers across her face, a silent battle between fear and morbid curiosity. The door hangs slightly ajar, an unspoken invitation into the unknown depths. An eerie stillness pervades, broken only by the rustling leaves, heightening the sense of foreboding. The main room of the house in the woods is bathed in a soft golden light, filled with warmth. Sunlight streams through the windows, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. A gentle breeze rustles the curtains, carrying the scent of aged books. The room exudes tranquility, a haven of peace. Shadows lengthen, painting the walls with intricate patterns. The air is thick with the comforting aroma of old paper and wood. Mila steps into the main room, her eyes wide with curiosity as she takes in the strange decor of the secluded house. Dusty light struggles through grimy windows, barely illuminating the bizarre interior. Ornate frames line the walls, catching the dim light like forgotten treasures. Instead of portraits, each frame displays a question scrawled on aged parchment. The calligraphy is elegant, yet the words themselves hint at deeper mysteries. Mila's gaze sweeps from frame to frame, drawn into the silent, questioning depths. In a rustic room, Mila sits under a warm lamp, anticipation filling the air. Her intense gaze is fixed on the page, her expression unreadable. "Who told you to wait?" she reads, her voice barely a whisper. "What do you fear would happen if you didn't? When did you stop trusting yourself?" The question hangs heavy in the silence. Inside the house, Mila clutches her chest, a storm of emotion brewing within. A profound twist of feeling grips her, a silent acknowledgement of unspoken truths. "I do not have answers," she thinks, her expression a mix of vulnerability and awakening. Yet, amidst the uncertainty, a fragile sense of being seen flickers in her eyes. A rugged wooden table anchors the room, its surface worn smooth by time. An hourglass rests on the table, a fragile vessel holding frozen time. The sand within hangs suspended, defying gravity. A moment arrested. Time falters, caught in an eternal pause. A silent testament to stillness. Dust motes swirl in a beam of light, illuminating the silent main room of the old house. An hourglass counts down, sand slipping away like moments lost in time. A weather table holds the glass timekeeper, its surface etched with stories untold. A small card leans against the hourglass, a silent message waiting to be read. Waiting is something you learned. It is not something you owe the world. Inside the old house, Mila's fingers trace the hourglass. She lifts it, the glass cool against her skin. The fine sand starts to trickle down, a silent rhythm in the stillness. Each grain marks the passage of time, an inexorable journey. The room is filled with anticipation. The hourglass marks a new beginning. In the main room of a house deep within the woods, time itself seems to bend and shift. As sand falls like memories, the room begins to transform, unveiling a life lived. Fleeting moments from Mila's past flicker into existence, painting the room with nostalgia and echoes. Each grain of sand carries a whisper of her story, vividly reshaping the present. Inside the main room, I stand awkwardly, the weight of anticipation heavy in the air. Teams are chosen, each selection amplifying the quiet tension that fills the rustic space. My hand lifts, drawn by an unspoken desire to be chosen, to belong to one of the teams. Yet, insecurity pulls it back, a familiar wave washing over me, leaving me hesitant. The room watches on, the unchosen kid. My hand returns to my side. In the main room of a secluded house in the woods, a vision unfolds, a classroom scene bathed in soft academic light. A student knows the answer, knowledge shimmering just beneath the surface, ready to be revealed. Silence hangs heavy as others speak, the student's wisdom deliberately withheld. A secret power. Eyes dart around the room, curiosity and anticipation building in the shared space of learning. The choice to remain silent echoes, a quiet assertion of control in the heart of the woods. Inside a rustic house in the woods, a figure stands alone in the main room, surrounded by the quiet stillness of the forest. A subtle gesture of stepping aside, a silent act of deference, repeats in an endless loop. The act highlights a recurring theme, always letting others go first, an unspoken habit. The figure's quiet resignation fills the room, a story etched in the simple act of yielding. The main room of the house in the woods stands silent, each object holding a memory like a weight. Sunlight streams through the dusty windows, illuminating motes of forgotten moments hanging in the air. A worn rug lies on the floor, its patterns faded yet echoing with the steps of past inhabitants. The air is thick with the unspoken stories of laughter, sorrow, and secrets. Each corner of the room whispers with familiarity, yet the truth remains elusive and heavy. The house breathes, a living testament to the enduring power of memory and its haunting presence. Inside the main room of the house in the woods, an unsettling quiet hangs in the air, the only sound the rustle of unseen forces. The sand shifts, revealing glimpses of moments that never existed, a haunting distortion of reality. Whispers echo, carrying fragmented memories of what could have been, painting a vivid tapestry of unrealized dreams. Shadows dance in the corners of the room, twisting familiar shapes into grotesque figures, blurring the line between truth and illusion. A sense of unease permeates the very foundations of the house, a silent testament to the fragility of time and memory. In a woodside house, I see myself, a confident figure in a classroom. I speak without hesitation, a stark contrast to my usual self. My hand rises assertively, a bold gesture in the quiet room. The scene glows with newfound courage and unwavering resolve. In a house nestled deep within the woods, a vision unfolds. I stand at a crossroads, the forest mirroring life's endless possibilities. Clarity dawns as I choose a path, each step echoing with newfound resolve, unshackled from the need for approval. The weight of expectation begins to lift, the burden of others' dreams fading with every stride forward. In this imagined place, I am free, forging my own destiny with unwavering conviction and a heart filled with hope. Inside the main room of a secluded house in the woods, Mila closes her eyes, seeking inner guidance. She pictures herself moving with unwavering faith, a confident smile gracing her lips. Her resolve hardens, each breath solidifying her path forward. The room fades as her inner vision sharpens, intuition leading her way. Mila's unwavering trust in herself is now her guiding light. Inside the main room of a house in the woods, an unseen speaker fills the space with a gentle voice. The voice is neither loud nor demanding, carrying a serene quality. The room seems to absorb the sound, creating an atmosphere of quiet anticipation. Listeners feel a sense of calm and expectation. Dust motes swirl in the dim light, illuminating the sparsely furnished main room of a house deep in the woods. Shadows cling to every corner, whispering secrets in the faint light. The air hangs heavy with unspoken words, the silence amplifying the room's desolate feel. You were never lacking confidence. You were taught that being quiet was the same as being good. Inside the quiet main room, a subtle shift occurs within Mila. Her eyes begin to glisten, reflecting the dim light of the room. Tears well up, not from sorrow, but from a profound understanding. Each drop is a testament to a truth revealed, a mystery solved. The tears trace paths down her cheeks, each one a silent narrative. In the stillness of the woods, a quiet epiphany unfolds. In the main room of the house in the woods, a realization dawns. I hadn't been broken. The air is thick with unspoken truths, each shadow a testament to battles fought and lessons learned. A quiet strength emanates, the stillness amplifying the weight of the revelation. The unspoken words linger, heavy with newfound understanding. I had been careful. Mila steps out into the night, the cool air, a stark contrast to the warmth she left behind. She pauses, her breath misting slightly in the darkness, a sense of anticipation hanging in the air. Where the foster home stood moments before, there is only an empty space swallowed by shadows. A chilling realization dawns on Mila's face as she scans the surroundings, her heart pounding in her chest. The silence is broken only by the rustling of leaves, a haunting reminder of her isolation. Overgrown weeds obscure the path behind the foster home, nature reclaiming what was once trod. The faint trace of a forgotten trail hints at past journeys, now swallowed by time and neglect. Each step deeper into the overgrowth feels like a descent into a forgotten memory. The path's disappearance mirrors a fading past, lost like whispers in the wind. Nature's embrace softens the edges of the forgotten path, blurring reality and memory. Mila stands behind a foster home. Her posture shifts, revealing a newfound steadiness within. The setting sun casts a long shadow, silhouetting Mila against the backdrop of the foster home. A subtle smile plays on her lips, hinting at an inner strength that sets her apart. Mila's eyes reflect a quiet determination, a sense of purpose found in her changed demeanor. Sunlight floods the classroom, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. A new day dawns, with quiet anticipation. Students sit poised at their desks, a mix of focus and daydreaming filling the room. The teacher stands tall at the front of the class, a book held firmly in hand, ready to begin. A hush falls as all eyes turn toward the teacher, waiting for the day's lesson to unfold. "All right, class, can anyone tell me?" The teacher's voice cuts through the silence, sparking curiosity. The camera pans across eager faces, each student ready to engage with the challenge ahead. Amidst rows of students, Mila's hand shoots up eagerly, a beacon of enthusiasm in the classroom. Her eyes are fixed forward, laser-focused, showing her eagerness. She is oblivious to her classmates. Her enthusiasm is infectious. Her hand remains raised, unwavering. Sunlight floods the classroom, illuminating a lone student at the front, facing a sea of expectant faces. Dust motes dance in the golden light, a silent ballet around her as tension fills the room. Sweat glistens on her brow, betraying the storm of nerves beneath her composed exterior. Her grip tightens on the paper, knuckles white, as she whispers a hesitant, "I." The classroom is still and silent, sunlight streaming through the tall windows. Suddenly, an unexpected sound pierces the quiet. All heads turn towards the source of the disruption. The lesson grinds to an abrupt, unsettling halt. In the familiar setting of the school classroom, an air of quiet anticipation hangs as Mila maintains her composure. The scene is set for something unexpected. Mila's calmness is the calm before the storm. The classroom is quiet. Everything is normal for now. Mila is the only one who knows what will happen next. Sunlight floods the silent classroom, dust motes swirling in golden rays. Empty desks stand in perfect rows, a silent testament to lessons learned and futures imagined. The faint hum of fluorescent lights underscores the stillness, a world holding its breath. A voice echoes in the emptiness. Wait, sunlight paints the classroom in gold, illuminating the quiet dance of dust motes. The air is still filled with the ghost of chalk. Mila sits alone, her gaze downcast, a silent question hanging in the air, a subtle shift in her posture, a quiet defiance taking root. Softly, barely a whisper, she asserts, "I'm allowed." In the quiet classroom, rows of desks stretch out, each holding silent stories. Sunlight streams through the tall windows, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Amidst the stillness, a lone figure remains attentive, her gaze fixed, absorbing every word, every nuance. She still listens, capturing the essence of the moment with unwavering focus. In the quiet classroom, a student is lost in her thoughts, her face a canvas of deep concentration. Her brow furrows slightly, a silent struggle unfolding within her mind. She is oblivious to the world around her, completely consumed by her internal musings. A faint glimmer of understanding flickers in her eyes, hinting at a breakthrough in her thoughts. Sunlight floods the classroom, illuminating the quiet focus of students absorbed in their tasks. Dust motes dance in the golden light, suspended in the tranquil atmosphere of learning. At my desk, I sit, no longer seeking approval, radiating self-assured independence. Unapologetically myself, I embrace my true essence amidst the academic calm. Sunlight bathes the schoolyard as Mila strides confidently, her head held high. Each step echoes with newfound resolve. The schoolyard fades into background. Determination burns in her eyes. She walks unafraid. The schoolyard watches as Mila walks. In the foster home, Mila meticulously arranges silverware, her brow furrowed in concentration. The warm, inviting light of the dining room casts long shadows, highlighting the set table. A hopeful glint in her eyes, she offers, "How about spaghetti tonight? I can make my special tomato sauce." Her voice, soft yet filled with anticipation, hangs in the air, awaiting a response. Mila wanders between towering shelves, a seeker in a kingdom of stories, her fingers dancing along the spines of forgotten tales. Her eyes light upon a worn book, its faded gold lettering, hinting at untold adventures and long-lost secrets. A small, genuine smile graces her lips, a beacon of authentic interest shining in the silent library. She chooses not from obligation, but from the heart's deep, unspoken yearning, ignoring the world's should read. The book now in hand, she anticipates the secrets it holds. Under the bright sky, the joyful echoes of children's laughter fill the park as a spirited basketball game unfolds. Mila steps onto the vibrant court, her hopeful face a beacon amidst the energetic players. A nervous excitement flickers in her eyes as she prepares to join, ready to embrace the challenge. The basketball feels foreign in her hands as she bounces it awkwardly, a visible testament to her inexperience. Despite her lack of skill, a determined smile graces Mila's lips, her spirit undeterred. Eager anticipation radiates from her as she takes her place, ready to learn and play with all her heart. Sunlight floods the classroom, illuminating rows of students. Mila speaks, her voice carrying a unique perspective. Attentive faces turn towards Mila. Curiosity sparks. The air buzzes with intellectual energy and engagement. A new idea takes root in the minds of the students. The classroom transforms into a space of discovery. In a bustling school hallway, Mila's figure stands out against the bright fluorescent lights. The linoleum floor shines, reflecting the tension of the moment. She steps forward, a determined glint in her eyes. Mila positions herself firmly between the bully and their helpless target. Her stance is unwavering, a silent promise of protection. The air crackles with unspoken defiance as she holds her ground. Mila hesitantly approaches the dense woods, sunlight dappling through the leaves. She stares intensely at the place where the familiar path once began, now swallowed by wilderness. A sense of bewilderment washes over her as she scans the indistinguishable trees. The woods stand silent, indifferent to her search, their secrets closely guarded. Sunlight paints shifting patterns on the forest floor as I breathe deeply, the scent of pine filling my lungs. A gentle breeze whispers through the leaves, creating a symphony of nature's secrets. A serene smile touches my lips as peace settles over me. The path is always there inside me, I think, finding solace in the quietude of the wood. In the dimly lit room, shadows cling to the walls as Mila hunches over a worn journal, lost in her private world. The only light comes from a desk lamp, casting a soft glow on the journal's aged pages. Her pen scratches across the paper, each stroke a whisper of her innermost thoughts and feelings. Mila's brow is furrowed in deep concentration, a silent testament to the weight of her reflection. The shadows dance around her, amplifying the sense of solitude that envelops her in the quiet night. Each word she writes is a step deeper into her own experiences, a journey through memory and emotion. Inside the bustling school, Mila, surrounded by her peers, shines with focused energy, her presence captivating the group. Her hands dance expressively as she articulates her ideas, her eyes sparkling with youthful enthusiasm and fervor. She leans forward, gesturing animatedly, her passion igniting the minds of those around her, fostering a creative spark. With earnest attention, she absorbs the thoughts of her classmates, her supportive nods encouraging further engagement. Her thoughtful questions probe deeper, unveiling new perspectives and enriching the collective understanding. Mila's infectious enthusiasm weaves through the room, creating an atmosphere of vibrant collaboration and shared discovery. Under the bright sun, Mila confidently navigates the bustling town, her steps filled with purpose and curiosity. She runs errands, each task completed with a sense of cheerful efficiency. Exploring new places, her eyes sparkle with the thrill of discovery. A bright smile illuminates her face as she warmly interacts with the locals. The town becomes a vibrant canvas for Mila's radiant spirit and adventurous heart. Sunlight floods the bustling classroom, illuminating rows of eager students focused on the teacher. Mila, bright-eyed and thoughtful, raises her hand, a challenge in her gaze. A question hangs in the air, a spark of curiosity igniting within Mila. "But what if we look at it from a different perspective?" Mila asks, her voice clear and questioning. "Is it possible that the established assumptions are not entirely correct?" She presses, her gaze unwavering. At the park entrance, sunlight dapples Mila as she prepares for the cleanup, her gloves and trash bag ready. Mila arranges a table, sign-up sheets fluttering in the gentle breeze, a beacon for community spirit. Her enthusiastic gestures and radiant smile warmly invite passers-by to join her cause. The park awaits, ready to be renewed by helping hands and a shared sense of purpose. The theatre's velvet seats stand in silent anticipation as Mila steps into the harsh spotlight. A lone figure on the vast stage, she clutches the worn script, its pages whispering untold stories. Her hands tremble, revealing the weight of the moment, the pressure of dreams about to unfold. Clears throat, voice wavering slightly. She begins, the sound echoing in the expectant silence. Summoning her courage, she finds her voice, louder, finding her resolve, a beacon in the dark. Sunlight floods the art class, illuminating easels and tubes of vibrant colors. Mila, with bright, curious eyes, stands before her canvas, brow furrowed in concentration. She applies a final stroke of color, a burst of energy on the canvas. The painting is a riot of abstract shapes, expressing her unique perspective. Under a bright, hopeful sky, Mila takes the podium, her presence commanding attention as she prepares to address the waiting crowd. Sunlight catches in her determined eyes as she begins to speak, her voice resonating with unwavering conviction. "We stand here today at a crossroads," she declares, her words cutting through the stillness of the school grounds. Her passionate gestures underscore the urgency of her message, igniting a spark of anticipation among the listeners. The time for complacency is over. The time for change is now, Mila proclaims, her voice echoing with fervent hope. The warm lamplight casts a comforting glow as Mila sits with her foster parents, a puzzle between them like a bridge of unspoken words. Mila hesitates, her voice soft yet resolute. I know I haven't been here long, but I need to tell you something. We don't want you to feel that way, Mila, her foster father reassures her, his voice gentle. We want you to feel at home. Mila's eyes search theirs, hope flickering within. Really? In the town square, Mila stands tall, a solitary figure radiating defiance against injustice. Her voice, clear and strong, cuts through the air as she ignites a spirited protest. Her unwavering stance inspires courage, drawing the crowd into a unified chorus of solidarity. The square transforms into a sea of faces, all lifted by Mila's beacon of justice. Under the courtroom's intense spotlight, Mila sits on the stand, her face a study in unwavering resolve. A hush falls over the courtroom as all eyes fix on Mila, awaiting her every word. Her voice rings out with conviction, cutting through the silence. I am here to tell the truth. Mila's gaze holds the jury captive, each member grappling with the weight of her testimony. Under the vast sky, the White House gleams, a beacon of power and promise. Mila stands on the steps, her silhouette framed by the iconic columns, a picture of determination. She meets the president, her gaze holding unwavering conviction as she shares her vision. Her earnest expression reflects the weight of her dreams, a future of hope etched in her eyes. The sun casts long shadows, symbolizing the challenges ahead in their pursuit of a better world. At the UN podium, Mila's voice resonates, capturing the hall's attention, her powerful words hanging in the tense air. With emphatic gestures, she commands the stage, her gaze sweeping across rows of expectant delegates. We stand at a precipice, Mila declares, her tone urgent, emphasizing the weight of their decisions. The challenges we face are global, she continues, stressing the need for unity. We must cooperate, not compete, her voice rising with conviction. We must unite, not divide. Mila's words echo, a call to action in the silent hall. Against swirling nebulae, Mila floats in her spacesuit, a solitary figure pushing the boundaries of human exploration. Her visor reflects the radiant sun, a mirror to the hopes and dreams of earth-bound watchers. She navigates the cosmos, a silent ballet among distant galaxies, each movement a testament to human ingenuity. Mila ignites a spark of inspiration, proving the limitless potential within us all against the cosmic canvas. A beacon of courage, she drifts further into the unknown, a pioneer etching her story among the stars. Sunlight floods the bright laboratory, illuminating stainless steel benches cluttered with beakers and humming machines. Mila, her eyes tired but determined, stares intently at a petri dish, a silent hope flickering within her. Her hands tremble slightly as she adjusts the microscope, each movement precise, each breath measured. The air hums with the quiet whir of machines, a symphony of science surrounding her solitary vigil. Sunlight floods the studio, illuminating Mila as her fingers gracefully find their place on the piano keys. The studio fills with the hopeful melody, a tapestry of notes weaving dreams of unity. Her brow furrows in concentration, a momentary struggle as she molds the song's heart. Her expression softens, a serene calm washing over her as the anthem takes flight. Each note resonates with the promise of peace, a beacon of hope in a world yearning for harmony. The melody builds, destined to echo across the globe, a symphony of unity and understanding. On a rugged mountaintop, Mila's boots crunch against the stone, determination etched into her face as she ascends. She reaches the summit, wind whipping around her. The air smells of pine and freedom. A wave of accomplishment washes over Mila as she gazes at the world stretched out beneath. The vast landscape unfolds before her, a testament to her unyielding spirit and hard-won triumph. Sunlight floods the museum, casting a golden glow on Mila's artwork, drawing the eyes of the captivated visitors. A diverse crowd gathers, their faces mirroring the awe and inspiration sparked by Mila's creations. Hushed whispers fill the air as generations connect, drawn together by the profound beauty of art. Each piece tells a story, inviting viewers to lose themselves in Mila's visionary world, sparking imagination. Barefoot on the soft sand, Mila walks, her steps light with new-found peace. The sun warms her face as she reflects on her long journey. A gentle smile touches her lips, a quiet testament to battles fought and lessons learned. Gratitude washes over Mila as she gazes out at the endless glittering horizon, the vast ocean mirroring her limitless hope. The rhythmic sound of waves provides a soothing soundtrack to her moment of serene contemplation. Sunlight floods the library, casting long shadows across endless rows of books. Mila walks towards the donation desk, arms laden with literary treasures. Each book represents a universe of knowledge she is eager to share. Gently, she places the stack on the counter, a thoughtful act of giving. Her warm smile reflects the joy of spreading knowledge and enriching minds. In the park's warm sunlight, Mila digs into the rich soil, her brow furrowed in concentration. With gentle hands, she carefully places a delicate sapling into the earth, a tender promise of life. A soft smile graces her lips as she pats down the soil, securing the young tree's future. The newly planted tree stands tall, a lasting legacy of her vision for generations to enjoy. Sunlight floods the classroom, illuminating dust motes as Mila sits beside a nervous younger student. Mila offers a warm smile, her presence a comforting contrast to the student's downcast eyes. Hesitantly, the student fidgets, their anxiety palpable in the bright, open space. With infinite patience, Mila gently guides the student's hand, a silent promise of support. Together, they practice the quiet determination of both filling the sun-drenched classroom. Mila walks through the town square, a gentle breeze playing through her hair. The vibrant murals bring the buildings to life under the bright daylight. Laughter echoes from the new park where children play without a care. Neighbors share stories and smiles at the bustling farmers' market. Mila pauses, her eyes reflecting the vibrant scene around her. A sense of warmth spreads through her as she witnesses the community's joy. In the quiet of the foster home, Mila gazes into the mirror, a faint smile playing on her lips. She sees not just a reflection, but the confident, self-assured person she has fought to become. A realization dawns. She doesn't need permission to matter. Her worth is intrinsic. Slowly, subtly, the world begins to respond, mirroring the strength she now embodies. The change began not with the world, but within Mila herself, a testament to her unwavering spirit.